Alright everyone, what is going on and welcome back to today's video. In today's video we're getting into another episode of the Fallout series, episode number 29 to be exact. And if you don't remember from the... we're going against synths. This is the first time I've encountered synths like out of those two intro missions which you have to go against them. And they're just beast moding my deliverer shots. That's interesting. Is the deliverer weak against these guys? Maybe it is. I'm honestly not sure. With that said though, if you guys do enjoy this video, make sure you leave a like, drop a sub, notification bell. Also make sure to come check out my Twitch stream, links in the description down below. I would love to see you guys there. And yeah, we're going to go ahead and do this railroad dead drop, which I was talking about at the end of the last episode, and then we will proceed into the Institute. The Institute is our goal, and that is the people we are siding with throughout this playthrough. So to be able to get to them is good, which means we can follow their missions, gain their loyalty and stuff like that once we actually finally get in, which is, it does take a while to actually get into the Institute. But we're finally there, we're ready, and now we just have to take the teleporter in. But I'm quickly doing this railroad dead drop first, because it's a side mission I'd like to do before I completely turn my back on the railroad and decide to progress elsewhere. So, University Point, here we are. Let's not get blown up by a landmine. Into, what did that say? Segwick. I'm not exactly sure what that said, but into University Point we go. Secure this dead drop, and then Institute time. And that is pretty much this episode summarized. I don't think it'll be much else. Alright, the goal is to clear out the area, so let's make it happen. Usually clear out the area means just kill the big bad wolf, I suppose. Why is there like an ancient terminal here? Interesting. That opens the door to a busted elevator. Interesting. I do want to check this out though. Alright, there it is. What have we got in here? Dead bodies. Great. Adjustable wrench. More dead bodies. Literally nothing, to be completely honest. I was gonna say, what is even in here? But as soon as I saw the ground, I assumed Mirelurks were going to be the problem here. Yeah, this is gonna suck. The deliverer is just not cutting it for some reason. He just ran off. Little sook he is. Come on, lad. You're better than that. Let me at his face. There we go. Vats is always the play against Mirelurks in my opinion. I don't know. Do I have a better weapon? This weapon's just not cutting it. I'm not sure why. It's definitely... It seems like it does much better against human enemies. I have this, but it's a sniper. We'll give it a go though. It does do quite high damage, so... Can try and make it work, I guess. Oh, the hatchlings are coming. Oh no. Nothing else down here except for that one Mirelurk. No point wasting bullets on these freaks, just beat them. Is the alive one? There it is. Alright, I haven't been over this way yet. A board game, let's go. So how much damage does this do? A fair bit, if it hits, of course. This is not a situation I exactly want to be in, to be fair. Getting onslaughted by Mirelurks, and you can barely touch them because they're so damn overpowered. I'm in a hole that I can't escape. And now this hatchling's coming for me too. Alright, at least I dealt with one of the big boys. You know what, this does shoot reasonably fast at a much solider damage, I think, than the deliverer on Mirelurks at least, so... Bro, I'm shooting all the eggs before I drop in next time, holy shit. I have more than enough ammo for this weapon, so I have room to work with. That's not a problem. I'm running out of AP to melee all these freaks. Are you all dead? No, there's still one. Right. Still two. Advanced door, okay. I hate when I get so close, but it's just not it. It's literally like next door to it.
Sweet.
It's painful. Here comes another one of those shits. Get away from me. This looks like a place where they'd stash a magazine, to be honest. Safe control, huh? I did not see a safe. Where's the safe? Right there. Okay. Giddy up, buttercup body. No idea what that is, but I'll take it. I should probably pick those up as well. I have no intention of picking up a plasma mine though, to be honest. This is a new area? I think so.
By order of the Institute, you must be destroyed.
Why would the Institute want me destroyed, man? What the hell? These are the people I was looking for. See, they actually got markers and shit. Flask, chessboard, psycho. There's an exit there too. So the Milex were just nuisances, pretty much, to the main goal, which were the synths.
Nice.
That makes sense, to be honest. That's a usual Fallout play. Some fucking whack ass enemies just to get in the way. Look at the recoil on this. Holy shit. Alright, you're dead. Yeah, I think we're good. Oh yeah, 10mm pistol. That means I got a basketball. Let's go.
Is someone present?
I was gonna say, it's just a dude right here. This is the final guy, I assume. Synth leader.
Order of the Institute.
And my character fucking missed. What a goddamn joker. See you later, OG. Not mean to do that. Alright, that's the area cleared. See how it says there's still another dude, but it counts as area cleared. Area cleared just means kill the boss. That's all the game cares about. And that means I can take the exit right here and leave. Or can I? Is there a hole in the ground? I assume there's a hole in the ground. No. This isn't actually the exit. I've been lied to. It's a blocked off exit, that's what it is. Absolute criminals making me go through this simp. Bro, if this thing didn't have kickback, you could just spray it. It would be absolutely overpowered. You just have to get the timing down, I suppose. It's kind of rough on the eyes though, I can't lie. Just that fully zoomed in, up and down, constantly. I did not mean to do that. It didn't actually negatively affect me for some reason. I would have thought it would have. Oh, is this the way out? It's a master door. Okay, maybe not the way out. I just first tried a master door.
That's it.
Look at that. Is it the way out? It is the way out. Alright, well, there you go. Not complaining. We're done. Can report back to Desdemona, who is actually at the teleporter, so that's perfect, to be fair. Unless she's taking a quick trip back to Railroad HQ, which she is not. She is still there. Perfect. Alright, I'm going to quickly stop at Sanctuary first. Get my inventory cleared out before I go into the Institute. Well, as cleared out as possible. I'm going to include this in the video too, because it's just... It'll be a quick drop and go, probably, because I did do most of the main clearing out before I started the video. But store all junk. That leaves us with some solid room, but I'm going to try and make a little bit more room just so... I think you're not really beefing with anyone in there, are you? As far as I'm aware, you're not. You can peace... Actually, no, you do. Yeah, you do beef a little bit. I think we could use the alien blaster. So I'm going to... No, I won't store that. I don't think there's a need to store that. Do I have any... I feel like most of my weight comes from all this useless food. I might quickly make something to handle that. Where furniture, containers, we'll build a cooler. Here we go. That's honestly perfect. Put that there, and then we will transfer all of our useless aid in there. You. I don't need any of this stuff, by the way, so there's just no point even having it. We'll keep all that. Canned dog food, buy. Corn, buy. Cram, buy. Buy. See, look how much room I'm making myself just by dropping all this stuff. That is beautiful. Radiated blood, I don't even consume that stuff. Keep that. Buy. I did not realize how much inventory space I was wasting with all of this stuff. Holy shit. Rad roach meat, buy. No, keep them. Sugar bombs, catch you later, sweet rolls. Look how much inventory space I just made for myself by dumping every bit of food. Alright, well there you go. We are ready to go in. Let's get into the Institute. We'll quickly fast travel over to Red Rocket. We'll talk to Desdemona, finish up this side mission. Hopefully she allows it. If she doesn't, though she doesn't. And into the Institute we go. You trying to get teleported instead, lad?
Desdemona.
Status report. The Institute is a huge unknown. Before we can make any plans, you need to do something. What I'm about to tell you is the most closely guarded secret of the Railroad.
I've already heard this.
It's time you learn.
I like the name.
If
That's not much to go on. I might not.
you have comms,
Apologize for skipping this, but we've literally already heard this.
No good at luck.
do your best. Stand up. Tom, talk.
No, it seems like I have to do that to actually be able to do it. I don't know. Well, we can't progress the other mission until we finish this one, so we might not be able to finish that by the time I come back, but let's go. Into the Institute we go.
So stand still. You gotta lock in all those molecules of yours. Hopefully we won't miss any. There's only, 60 trillion of them. All right, feeding our baby some juice. Let's see what she's got.
Take this holotape. You need it to contact Patriot.
Oh man, don't worry. That's all part of the plan.
Tom, do whatever you can to gain their trust. Lie. Tell them what they want to hear. Make up a cover story and sell it.
Come on, I think I got it. Establishing lock on the Institute signal.
Just get all the information you can. About synths. About the Institute's plans. Find their weaknesses. If we can disable or destroy the Institute, we may have to do it. You jack that holotape into any terminal and Patriot will make contact. He has to.
Got the aura. We got it.
Find a way to save them. Nobody else can.
Now.
I'm gonna work with them. I think that's what you meant. We're in. We made it into the goddamn Institute. There you go. This was quite a major thing when you first played through the game, to be completely fair. This is the terminal you want to use to upload that holotape onto it. I don't know which one it's even damn called. Give me a quick second. I'm just gonna. Upload encrypted message. Is that what it's called? Like what? Bro, fuck off. I have no idea if it's that. No, it's not. Eject. Load. What else could we chuck in? Network scanner? Nope, that's a Robco one as well. Get out. I don't know what it's called. I need to figure it out. Inventory, MISC. I don't want to just keep fucking uploading shit into their system. Obviously they won't care, but I'm just trying to... Hello?
I wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful. I am known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator.
Okay. Now this is gonna be a very what do you call it? Like story-based mission. So I might not talk as much in this one. I'll leave that to the characters.
I can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us. I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression. Welcome to the Institute. This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground.
Fair enough.
There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason.
There he is.
You are here for your son.
Sean?
Huh? Yes, I'm Sean.
It's really he.
Sean? Oh my god. It's really you.
Who are you?
Sean.
Father, what's going
It's
on?
me.
What's happening?
I'm your dad.
Dad's here now.
Yes, it's me. Your dad. I'm here, Sean.
What's going on? Father? Father!
It'll be okay.
Shh, shh, shh. It'll be okay, Sean. I'm here
I
now.
don't know you. Go away. Father! Father, help me! There's someone here. Help me!
Calm down.
Sean, please, calm down. I'll get you out of there.
Father? Father, help me! He's trying to take me! Father? Father, help me!
Here he is.
Sean. S923, recall code Cirrus.
And
Fascinating,
it's a synth.
but disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli. Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey here has been fraught with challenges. Let's start anew. I am Father. Welcome to the Institute.
Imagine you just popped him right here, right now.
Give me Sean. The real Sean. Right now!
I know. I know. You've gone to such lengths to find him.
Help me understand, come on.
Just help me understand what's going on here.
I promised answers, and answers you shall have. But I need you to realize that this situation is far more complicated than you could have imagined. You have traveled very far, and suffered a great deal to find your son. Well, your tenacity and dedication have been... It's good to finally meet you, after all this time. It's me, I am Sean. I am your son.
That's crazy. It's really you.
It's really you. After all this time.
Yes. It's true. In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the son you'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years? That is the reality. And here I am, raised by the Institute, and now its leader.
Makes sense. Does, but it wasn't right.
It wasn't right, what they did. Taking you from me like that.
To you, that would certainly seem true. But to the Institute, it made all the sense in the world. At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being. Walking, talking, fully articulate, capable of anything.
Think I get it?
I think I see where this is going.
Then perhaps you already understand why it was necessary for the Institute to acquire me. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point, of course, was human DNA. Plenty of that was available, of course, but it had all become corrupted. In this wasteland, radiation affected everyone. Even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above, members of the Institute had been exposed. Another source was necessary. But then the Institute found me after discovering records from Vault 111. An infant, frozen in time, protected from the radiation-induced mutations that had crept into every other human cell in the Commonwealth. I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synthetic organics used to create every human-like synth you see today. I am their father. Through science, we are family. The synths, me, and you.
It's really you.
Sean. It's really you.
It really is. I know you must have questions. Please. Anything I can do to help you understand.
Your mother?
Your mother. She never got to see you grow up?
Yes. What happened to her was... I've gone over the records of the incident, of course. It seems her death was an unfortunate bit of collateral damage.
She was murdered.
Collateral damage? She was murdered.
Killed? Yes. Murdered? I'm not so sure about that. Still, I do regret never having known her. For many years, I never questioned who my parents were. I accepted my situation, and that was that. With old age comes regret. And asking what if more often. But what matters now is that you and I have a chance to begin again. What else can I say to ease
It
your
honestly is kind of difficult for me to side with this dude, to be honest. I just don't like him. But anyway, I need to.
Kellogg. He worked for you?
Kellogg. He was an Institute asset long before I arrived here. It wasn't until I became director that I learned of all the things he'd done. What kind of man he was.
I pity him.
After what I've seen, I pity the man. He was as much a victim as anything.
After what he did to you, I'm shocked you would be so generous. But yes, I understand you've experienced things. Perhaps you ended up knowing him better. I, for one, will never truly forgive him. The Institute took advantage of Kellogg's vicious nature. I will freely admit that. Institute technology prolonged his life, and his usefulness far beyond any normal human lifespan. He never failed the Institute, but his cruelty became more apparent with every completed objective. I won't lie. It's no coincidence your path crossed his. It seemed a fitting way to allow you, us, to have some amount of revenge. What else can I say to ease your mind?
The Institute.
So you're in charge of the Institute?
I am the acting director, yes. I spent decades working to reach this point. It's a responsibility I take very seriously. The Institute. It's important. It really is humanity's best hope for the future, no matter what those above ground might think of us.
Need your help.
They need your help, Sean. It's rough up there, to say the least.
Oh, we've tried that. Surprised? The Institute once tried to help create a stabilized Commonwealth government. It ended in bickering, infighting. It was a disaster. No. We look after our own now. Ultimately, the Commonwealth has nothing to fear from us. Whatever you've seen or heard, I know I can convince you of that. Just give me time. I know there's more for us to discuss. But the Institute is on the verge of some important breakthroughs. Your presence would be appreciated as we approach them. I've been a part of something amazing here. I've helped to build a life for myself and the people of the Institute. And now, after all these years, you have an opportunity to help with that. Doesn't that intrigue you? Isn't that what you want?
Yes.
Yes, that's what I want.
I know. I know you've been through so much. I'm pleased to see it has not impaired your judgment. Forgive me. I'd assume that after everything I'm sure you've seen above ground, you would be more than a bit biased against us. There is much to be done.
Oh, I would be, don't worry.
You'll need time to acclimate yourself, a chance to become acquainted with our procedures.
Alright.
I'll do whatever it takes. It's worth it.
I am glad to hear that. The Institute is now your home as much as it is mine. Please take some time, get to know it. Meet the people you'll be working with. You'll want to introduce yourself to the division heads. Dr. Fillmore in facilities, Dr. Ayo in SRB, Dr. Holdren in bioscience, and finally Dr. Lee in advanced systems. They've all been notified of your arrival, of course. Meet them, and then we'll discuss what comes next.
Yeah, okay. Is that part of the main quest? Yes. I still don't know what that is. We might as well get a move on though with this. Can I pick this stuff up? Yes, I can. A microphone. Well, I'm definitely gonna take all this stuff. It'll be useful for crafting, I reckon. Clean. It's just all clean stuff by the looks of it. They still got battered clipboards down here though, don't get it twisted. And it's just a very different take on life above ground, to be fair. That's what the Institute is. Alright, here we are.
Almost done. Just need to tighten up this primary drive servo.
That's the third primary drive breakdown this month. As far as I'm concerned, the phase-out on these older models can't come soon enough.
Oh, I don't know. Most of them have lasted long past their projected lifespans. If you ask me, they were built pretty well.
I can't argue with that. Even so, I'm ready to see the full Gen 3 roll out.
There we go. All set. Unit, you can return to duty.
Thanks again.
Of course.
They weren't kidding. You really are here. Well, all right. I'm Allie Fillmore. You can think of me as the Institute's chief engineer. When Father told us about you, I could hardly believe him. You've been through so much, I think most people would have just given up. If you don't mind my asking, what was it that kept you going all that time?
To find my son, of
I just
course.
wanted to find my son and keep him safe.
Now that you've found him, I hope you're proud of the great man he grew up to be. Now, I'll give you a quick rundown of the Facilities Division, and then I'll answer any questions you might have afterward. As you might guess, we keep the Institute's mechanical and electrical systems running smoothly. We maintain and upgrade all of the systems that make it possible to live and work in a place like this. There's a lot of machinery behind these walls that recycles the air and water and provides power to the laboratories and quarters. The work we do might not be as exciting as some of the other departments, but it's at least as important. So, now that you're here and you've spoken to Father, does that mean you're on board?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Oh, good to hear. It'll be a load off Sean's mind. Take your time. Get yourself acquainted. There's a lot to take in. Plenty of things you won't find topside. If there's anything else you'd like to know about the Facilities Division, I'm happy to discuss it.
I don't need to.
I'm good for now. Thanks.
Goodbye, then.
I don't need like a massive information pummel of just stuff that I realistically don't really need to hear.
Consumption to a minimum. Don't recharge unless your primary levels are below 2%. Also, if you haven't patched your navigation software, do so after this meeting. The last thing we need. Operating at full capacity. You're here. Glad you made it.
For some reason I remember this being rough.
Authorized personnel only.
So Dr. Ayo thinks he can hide in his office, does he? Well, you can tell him that I intend to speak to Father about these unannounced security sweeps of yours. Ransacking my quarters in the middle of the night is totally unacceptable.
I'll pass along your message, Doctor.
See that you do. When the lights go down and the stars come out, man just forgets about all his troubles.
Hey, Doc.
Welcome.
What's going on, lad?
It is so good to meet you. I truly hope you'll come to think of the Institute as your home.
I hope so.
It'll take some time, but I could learn to like it here.
I'm so glad to hear you say so, and promise I'll work hard to make sure that you do. You should know that many of us consider it a great honor to have you here.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Am I allowed in?
Reporting status.
I'm allowed in. Why is that guy getting banned but I'm not? Interesting.
Always be vigilant. We have many enemies.
We're all looking forward to working with you.
Maybe I should take some courses with me.
Please don't. There's enough friction as it is between us and pretty much all the
You
other
wouldn't happen to
departments.
have a spare. You going soft on me a lot? My methods get results, and they will this time as well. You'll see.
Just gonna borrow their loot.
Hunt are relentless. If you see one, you should stay out of its way.
We already killed one
Excuse
lad.
me, Doctor.
So, here you are. Justin Ayo, Acting Director of the Synth Retention Bureau. I'll be upfront with you. We're going to be keeping a close eye on you for the near future. Despite your relation to Father, you're a bit of an unknown quantity. I'm sure you understand. There won't be any issues, will there?
I don't think so.
No problems here.
Good to hear. Now, Father has asked that I provide you with a brief overview of the Synth Retention Bureau. Our primary responsibility is the recovery of escaped synths that are hiding among the human population on the surface.
Fair enough.
I'm sure it's best for everyone if the synths remain here.
Certainly. We can't allow sophisticated Institute technology to fall into the wrong hands. The results could be disastrous. Our main instrument is the Courser, a third-generation synth assigned to operate on the surface. Coursers hunt down and reclaim synths that have escaped the Institute. They are highly self-sufficient, trained in combat, infiltration, and tracking. In a word, our Coursers are relentless.
True.
But I gather you know all this, since you've encountered one already. In fact, I'd very much like to know how you defeated it.
Combat experience.
I'm no stranger to combat.
Even so, a Courser should be more than a match for any single combatant. I suppose I'll have to ask robotics to perform detailed diagnostics on the entire production run. As if we don't have enough problems. Now, unless you need something else, I'll get back to work.
No, I'm good.
I'm good for now. Thanks.
Very well.
I think we'll save meeting the other two for the next episode, and we'll continue to explore the Institute then. Solely due to the fact that we're already bumping over into a longer video, so I don't want to spend too long on it, but that's fine by me. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, make sure to smash the like button, drop a sub notification bell. Also make sure to come check out my Twitch stream. Links in the description down below. I'd love to see you guys there. With that said, that pretty much summarizes the Institute, and there's still more to do, more side missions to gather, which will obviously develop our knowledge on it. But so far we have entered, and we're starting to get a little bit of knowledge on who we're going to be working with towards the end game of this game. With that said, that's all I really have to say. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll catch yous in the next one. Peace.